Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Halacha A, number 2109. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara way, dedicated in love and memory of Daniella Neshama Aliyah, as well as a refuah Shlama for Gdalya ben Shoshanan Miriam, refuah Shlama. We started the new chapter, the laws of Hagala, koshering utensils. I'd like to go back and do a little more review as an introduction, so we really understand what's going on over here. When a utensil is used for cooking non-kosher food or chametz, the flavor of that food is absorbed into its walls. When other food is subsequently cooked in the utensil, the flavor of the non-kosher food or the chametz is emitted from the walls of the utensil and can become absorbed in the food, causing it to become prohibited. Therefore, in order to permit such utensils to be used for kosher or for Pesach foods, the absorbed prohibited flavor must first be removed. This halacha is derived from the verses in which Elazar the Kohen instructs the soldiers returning from the war against Midian on the procedure for koshering various utensils found among the spoils of war. Only the gold and the silver, the copper, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that comes into the fire, you shall pass through the fire, and it will be purified. Says the commentary here, although the Torah presents these requirements with regard to utensils acquired from a non-Jew, nevertheless, since the prohibition is due to the absorption of non-kosher flavor in the utensil, the procedure is not limited to such utensils. Any utensil in which non-kosher food was cooked, whether by Jew or a non-Jew, regardless of ownership, must undergo koshering in order to remove the non-kosher flavor absorbed in it. Similarly, any utensil in which chametz was cooked must be koshered in order to make it fit for use on Pesach, and that's again what we do. An additional requirement for utensils acquired from a non-Jew, like when you buy most utensils on Amazon or Macy's or Home Depot, wherever you're buying it, Walmart, is that of Tevilah, immersion in a mikveh. When you first buy a pot, a brand new pot, you have to dunk it in a mikveh. We're assuming it was owned by a non-Jew. Unlike Hagala, again, Hagala is when you dip it in boiling water and kosher it. Tevilah is required only for utensils acquired from a non-Jew and is needed even for cooking utensils that have never even been used at all. The laws of Tevilah Kalim have been detailed already. If you remember, that was a long time ago, Simon 37. All right, moving along. The purification process is based on the principle that kivolo kach poto, in the same manner as the forbidden matter was absorbed, so it is expelled. Therefore, the purification requirement of each utensil or vessel is based on the manner in which the forbidden flavor was absorbed. For example, a utensil that was used by being heated on the fire, which is called a kli rishon, the primary vessel, the first vessel, must be koshered in such a utensil. Right? i.e. by boiling water in a cauldron and putting the utensil that requires hagala into it. While a utensil upon which hot liquid was poured may be koshered by pouring hot water onto it, known as eroi, pouring. This siman, this chapter, discusses the laws of purging utensils that were used for chametz in order to permit their use on Pesach. It should be noted that although hagala, purging with boiling water, may be performed when halachically appropriate, nevertheless due to various considerations, including the difficulty of performing hagala, the limitations of its effectiveness for certain types of utensils, as well as the availability of utensils at a reasonable price, nowadays practically all Jewish households keep separate sets of Pesach utensils stored away for the entire year and rely on hagala, or libum, as we'll learn another way of koshering different types of utensils, primarily for items such as sinks, stoves, and ovens, as well as other items that are impractical or expensive to replace for Pesach. Wow, okay, so that was a little more of an introduction to understanding this idea of Hagala. Thanks for listening to Sponsor for Halacha 36 100 for the gold. Have a wonderful rest of your day.